Kevin.
Hiya.
Hi. So we're going to run through some questions because it would really be good to know what you're up to.
Yeah.
So what has your journey been to get to this point?
When you say this point, where I am today, or
yeah, where you are today, you know, family and influences. And
I'm nowhere to really write home about. I'm not even halfway where I want to be. Where I am is in a position that I'm able to kind of express my passion for stand-up comedy through many mediums, many circuits, online presence and stuff like that. And I guess how I got here was just with a lot of perseverance, a lot of hard work, taking the rough with the smooth, sometimes the rough being harder to take, but I guess that gave me that kind of growth and that character to get me to where I am.
Oh, amazing. So, as you said, you know, there's been a journey up and down, and I just wanted to know, like, you know, what are your top 5 tips for getting through, well, to get to where you've got to now? Like, what steps what type of things would you suggest?
I guess they're quite generalistic. They're not really kind of, people think, if it's with regards to stand-up, people think, oh, exactly what do you need to do to be successful in stand-up? Obviously the first thing is funny. But what a lot of people don't really appreciate is a lot of comedians aren't funny in their first 2 or 3 years. You have to get comfortable on stage, speaking to rooms and numbers of people before you can actually discover your funny bone, if that's what you want to call it. So kind of like 5 tips that I think anyone can apply to anything is, number 1, being blinded and having a vision. When I say blinded, I mean blinded by the negative things that you will be surrounded by that will try and take you off of your path. So you have to be kind of, not blinded, blinkered, that's the word. You have to be blinkered on the path that you want to be on and know where you're going, and you're going to come to crossroads. Sometimes the road, you won't see where it's taking you, but you have to just have faith in what you're doing and stick to it. Hard work, that's another thing. Like, if you like sleep, like I do, it's difficult to get out of bed and to kind of just go and sit in a cafe and write material, and sometimes it don't work, sometimes it doesn't work. So having that hard work, being motivated in what I do. I'm, you know, self-employed, so forget that I'm a stand-up, I'm self-employed. Motivation is such an integral part, because if you're not motivated, no one's going to motivate me. I don't have a boss to call me, hi Kevin, have you written any jokes this week? No. Like, you know, I have to motivate myself. I don't get sick leave. If I don't turn up to a gig, I don't get paid. So motivation. Is that 3?
Yep, you're on your 3. 2 more.
I think guidance is good, whether you find guidance from your parents or whether you find it from religion, your faith. You need to have that spiritual guidance, someone that is not, again, it's not specific to the role that you're doing, just guidance in life, and that, hopefully, that mentor or parent or pastor, or, you know, if it's a religious guidance, they will be able to keep you on that right track and just give you that positive energy that you need when you're feeling down. And lastly, is just be happy. That's one of my biggest mottos in life, is just be happy. Like, we all have our ups and downs, but be happy. And if you can smile through the hard times, you'll smile even harder in the good times.
And that's really great. So it leads on great to our next question of, what's your words of wisdom then? What would you say your words of wisdom?
Wow.
Is there any like?
I don't really have any that I live by. I stumbled across some this week, which was, it's not my job to change, it's other people's job to accept it. And that came from, I was attending a cultural diversity group, and people were saying, you know, in their particular workplace, they're made to feel like, it's a black lady speaking, that because she's black, she has to change who she is to integrate with her non-black counterparts in the workplace. And I just stumbled across the phrase, it's not your job to change, it's their job to accept it. You are who you are. I mean, if you're rude or horrible, or you've got a bit of body odor, then yeah, change by all means. But I mean, in terms of if like your skin color, your religion, your sexuality, you know, anything like that, you know. So my words of wisdom are, other people have to accept who you are. It's not your job to change.
And who would you say inspires you?
Wow, you know, a lot of the time people here would say, kind of, they would be like, oh, this celebrity, that celebrity, and they don't inspire me because they're at the top. I can't be inspired by you because you've made it. I'm inspired by the people around me that are trying to make it. Some of my biggest inspirations on a celebrity level are Tiny Temper and Wretch 32. because not only do I mean, I'm not friends with them, I'm not going to say I'm friends with them, but I know them on a personal level to say hello to, and I've I've seen their journey. You know, I remember I was at a video shoot where I was invited to, and Tiny, it was for Bashi, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire video shoot, and Tiny Temple was there doing his blog. This is before Tiny was signed. This is before Tiny was the icon, fashion icon. And Tiny was there with his video camera, being like, oh my gosh, this is that comedian Kevin J. And he was hailing me up. And I was like, now to see where he is, he inspires me. And Wretch as well. When I used to have my comedy club in Tottenham, Wretch used to come, and I used to be like, Wretch, how many, this is before he'd been signed or had a number one. I was like, Wretch, how many complimentary tickets do you want? No, it's cool, I'll pay. And he used to come with 5 or 6 friends, and they all used to pay. And those are the people that inspire me, not because of where they are, because I've seen their journey. And other inspirations are family. My parents just celebrated their 30th year anniversary.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. It's not my relationship, but I'll pass it on. But yeah, 30 years, and that's an inspiration, because they've had their ups and downs, and we live in a climate now whereby we everything's very instant. So we feel like we don't have to put up with the hard times because there's always something new. Being on Twitter, you're always seeing different people's lives, and you're thinking, oh, that person's having so much fun. They're not. They're in their bedroom really unhappy. They're just saying that because that's what they want. And we live in that changeable climate. So to see my parents have been together for 30 years, that is a big inspiration. Going back to my 5 tips of being hardworking and staying motivated, they've done that throughout their relationship, and it's got them to this point.
Yeah, and it's really obviously showed on you. So
I think it has. I think it has rubbed off a little bit.
So you want to tell me 5 things that we do not know about you?
Wow, 5 things people do not know about me.
Blow us away.
5 things. I took 2 years out of stand-up comedy to do an intensive degree, I should say. I graduated in June.
What did you do?
Business management, and I got a 2-1.
Yay!
Which I was happy with. Not everyone knows that. I didn't get on social media saying, hey, I'm reading business management, because it wasn't about that. It was just about me, equipping myself with a skill set that no one can take from you. No one can take your education. It's yours. It's once you read that book, or once you educate yourself, it's yours. No one can take that. You can take my job, you can take my gigs, but you can't take my education. So I've done that. That was tough because it was 2 years. I didn't get a break. I didn't have the whole summer off thing. We literally just went. I did it like a full-time job. So yeah, I've recently.
Well done for that.
Thank you. Recently graduated. What else? 5 things people don't know about. To be honest with you, the things people don't know about me is because I don't want them to know about me, and I remain very guarded because I want to have something for myself. As a stand-up comedian, when you go on stage, I give myself, all the jokes I tell they derive from the truth. I don't go home and think, what would be a funny situation? Me in a rave and a girl tries to dance on me and I don't know how to dance. That's a true story. So yeah, I try to be quite guarded.
Let's flip it to maybe ask, what things do you have in the pipeline? What do you have?
Okay, in the pipeline, yeah, I like talking about things. Yeah, that's good. In the pipeline, I've recently signed to a agency/production company called So Comedy, who are co-owned by Graham Norton, and they produce the Graham Norton Show and a few other big television shows. So I've been signed by them, and the first project we're embarking on is going to the Edinburgh Comedy Festival. So I'm there. I've got 24 dates from the 1st of August to the 24th. Get 1 day off, and every day I have a show. So I'm taking my solo debut show to Edinburgh.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
You're looking much forward to that?
Really looking forward to it. It's going to be tough. 24 gigs in a row with 1 day off is going to be tough.
Okay.
But yeah, it should be good.
So thanks for that, Kevin. It was an amazing interview, and we really look forward to seeing you in the future and all the future plans you've got.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
You too.